Hey everyone, it's Sabyloves, and today I'm just gonna film my craft area because this has been requested by a lot of people before. So I'm just gonna show you the part where I do all of my crafts. That wooden part is basically the floor, and this is where I do all of my crafts. So I have a glass board where I write all my ideas on it, and I have erased a lot before, so it's pretty dirty. Then I have my notice board where I stick a lot of random stuff, and this is where I work for my tutorials. I work for my tutorials here, so I film them here, and I'm in the midst of filming a new tutorial, but I gave up because what's that? Because it had a lot of dust and it was annoying me, and I couldn't shape it properly, and I was angry, and I gave up. So then there's this lamp here, which I brought from IKEA. Then there's glass here. So I work on a glass surface, so it's easy to remove all the clay and stuff. So just to let you guys know. And I'm just gonna move to the bottom because this is where I store all of my craft items, which is like here at the bottom of my table. So I'm just gonna start here. And just to let you know, this is not mine. These are just all the things that I don't want anymore, and I give it to my aunt, and she's just kind of keeping it there. And my room is very small, so she just keeps it here. And yeah, now let me just move on to how I store my clay. This is basically how I store my clay inside these kind of little rounded containers, and they're just kind of plastic Tupperwares, which I got from SKP. So SKP is actually a plastic shop in Singapore, and they sell all these kind of Tupperwares and plastic baggies if you're looking for all of those. So you can just Google SKP to find their outlets. So yeah, this is just basically how I store my clay. I store them in shades as well, so this is just kind of the shade of green or blue, and this is the shade of yellow. I don't know why translucent blue is doing here. I guess I just don't have enough space for blue. And here's a shade of pink. And these are my metal findings. Let me just pull this whole thing out. So I'm just gonna put this down, and ooh, a random box there. Okay, so these are all my metal findings. The chains and eye pins, hip pins. These are my eye pins here, and these are my hip pins. Then I have the little cell phone straps in there. So my camera doesn't want to focus. So yeah, let me just try and focus it here. Okay. So that's that, and I'm just going to show you this box. This is where I basically store all of my tools, and here is where I store my, let me just kind of show you. And here is flour, because I use it for easily taking clay out of molds. This is some micro marbles. This is some TLS from a long time ago. I should throw this away. Then these are some of my molds. So yeah, and these are just basically random stuff. There's some miniature straws, miniature plates, and sand, and micro marbles. So yeah. Then over here I store all of my clay tools, sandpaper, TLS, Fimo Deco Gel. I need my camera, what's this, what do I call it, a poly blade, yeah. Then some pliers, and yeah, canes, and a lot of random stuff, paintbrushes, and my handmade cookie cutters. So this is a chapeau, and there's Hello Kitty and Willakuma. Oh, I had a dream last night which I spoiled my Hello Kitty mold. That was random. Okay, let me just continue on and show you inside of the box. So inside here is where I store all of my cookie cutters. So you can see there's a lot of cookie cutters in here. I used to buy a lot last time. I always bought a lot of cookie cutters. My camera doesn't want focus. Okay, so all these colored ones are from Daiso, and all the middle ones are just from random places. And this is how I store my colored liquid clay. So I just kind of color them already, and I just put them in this container, so next time I can use them. And here is all the random stuff. I have a huge sheet of sandpaper, some plastic baggies, silicone, glitter, and Daiso air dry clay. So yeah, a bunch of random stuff down here. So So this box was from Popular, which was a long time ago. I'm not sure if you can find it there now, but yeah, I bought it from Popular. Now I'm just gonna go onto my shelves. Inside this box here is my mini hot glue gun. Inside here is just some old metal stuff. Here is some homemade cold porcelain, and I used Celine's Creations tutorial, so it worked out really well, and thank you so much for that. Then here I have my fluffy clay, which is just really soft clay, and it's also bakeable. And then here I have my metal pan where I bake all my stuff, and I put a piece of paper in there. So I do bake my clay on paper so that it doesn't have that shiny thing at the bottom, so paper doesn't burn in the oven, just to let you guys know. And then here I have chalk pastels here, and oil paint, and more chalk pastel. And here is just basically my what do I call it, a pastel machine, where I roll out my clay, but I don't really use it very often. Here is just a needle set, a random needle set. Then behind here I have triple thick Mod Podge and glue sticks. This is my nail buffer to sand off dust from my clay. Then I have some more glue here, glaze, and Sculpey glaze here. My camera does not want to focus. What's wrong with this? Okay. Then I have some acrylic paints behind there. They're just small little tubes. Then I have the bigger acrylic paints, which I recently just bought today. So there are a lot of colors in there. Not really a lot, I guess. So they are really expensive here, so I didn't buy that much. Then these are some plastic Tupperwares. Then I have some 3D paints and glitter for resin, and some other stuff for resin. And inside there, that black color thing is Pearl-X powder. Then moving on to here. Here is just basically all of my containers, as you can see here. And over there is just my resin box where I keep my stickers and my resin molds. So yeah, don't want to go into detail in that. Then here is a metal sheet where I use it to make cookie cutters. You can just go on to my cookie cutter tutorial where I show you how to make a Rillaboom head cookie cutter. Then here is my charm collection, and there's very little charms in here, so yeah. Then here I have some cabochons, some really old ones. Here are just more of my metal findings. I'm just gonna show you. Okay, let me just go to the floor here. So I have jump rings, bells from a long time ago, some keychains, and some vintage little charms here, which I bought recently. And yeah, just a lot of random stuff. Then here is basically some beads and gems and rhinestones. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's where I store all of my things. If you guys have been wondering for a really long time, this is how I store my clay. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys!